Okay, I'm like not that short, but thank you. Okay. So this is an excerpt from an essay called Love Made Me a Hypochondriac. We fell in love again in August, and all I have been able to think about since is death. Suddenly, a headache is typhoid, a twinge, a tumor, a cough, and imminent end. If death doesn't come by disease in my fears, it's by freak accident. A derailed train, an avalanche in a snowstorm, a mist merge on the highway. In simple terms, love has made me a hypochondriac. I have always had an inclination for assuming the worst. When I first learned about black holes, I made every family member promise to never become astronauts. Black holes could swallow you whole, leaving no trace of you behind. You are something, and then suddenly nothing. This was my third grade understanding of them, at least, and I could not bear the idea of anyone falling victim to them. Black holes were the most literal representation of death I could understand. Childhood fears like black holes seem like they will have a much larger grip on our lives when we have not done much living yet. Whereas the real fears of life seem to lie exclusively within our atmosphere. After all, the crews of doomed space flights did not know the danger of their launch would exist at altitudes closer to the sea than the stars before explosion. Love has made me a hypochondriac because I understand the world's propensity for tragedy. It insists upon it. Plots must produce conflict, and now that I am living beyond the end of a happily ever after, I am afraid of what the plot has in store. Now that I have found the life I want, no amount of time is enough. I am always hungry for more. I am hungry for all the life I have not lived yet. I want it all now in one gulp because then at least I know how much there is to stomach. I can feel the presence of this moment, his hand in mine, and still be insatiable for all the remainder I may or may not get. I could get decades. I could only get a few more moments. Since love has made me a hypochondriac, I have started to turn to the stars for comfort. The stars that share a home with black holes. The stars that, if large enough, could crush themselves into one via supernova death. I find comfort now in the predecessor of this childhood fear. A star's light takes years to reach us. Some take 8. Their spot in the sky years old by the time it reaches us. These 8-year stars in the night sky have light that existed the last time he and I were together, before a sea of time would separate us. When we are gone for good, whenever that may be, we will get another 8 years in those same stars, as long as we were apart on Earth, and they will shine like we are still here. Thank you.